My dear prince and princess, your offer is meaningless. Don't give a damn about your rank. The gold in your sack, oh, it isn't worth jack. I should make you fools go walk the plank.
Something would fill up with pirates of glee, but none of those pirates are me.
They're not here.
Welcome to episode 34 of Once Upon a Captain Swan. I'm your host, Sarah, and with me today we have Lindsay.
Hello.
Jenna.
Hey.
Gabby.
Hello.
And Justine.
Hello.
So, we are going to be redoing a discussion on the musical episode today because there were some technical difficulties last week, and unfortunately the recording is lost. So, we were going to talk about the finale today, but we're instead going to redo the musical, which, hey, I'm good with. Totally okay with.
Who doesn't love a good musical?
But first, we are going to do a big old news roundup because the past 2 weeks have just been one news bomb after another for this show, and we feel like we need to, at least talk about it, despite a lot of it being sad, upsetting news. Mm-hmm. Biggest one, of course, being Jennifer's decision to leave the show, which I didn't see coming. At all.
I didn't either.
No. Yeah, that was a really, really hard morning. I had just dropped Raechel off at the airport. I was on my way back. I was listening to the soundtrack from the musical because that had been all we were listening to nonstop since the episode aired. And I was just so happy. Like, I'm driving in my car and, like, A Happy Beginning's playing. And I'm, like, honestly was crying at the time that I got the notification. But I was crying happy tears because of how much I loved that song and everything that happened. And then my phone lights up, and it's a notification from Jen with her announcement. And I had to pull over on the side of the highway because I was hysterical. And, like, I sat there for, like, a good 30 minutes just sobbing. Yeah, horrible. That was not a good morning. What about you guys?
Yeah.
How did you all hear about it?
I think because I'm on the West Coast, so I get news like 3 hours after everyone else. So I just heard my phone going crazy with Snapchat, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, like everything. And I'm like, oh my God, no. Because I was really sick and fighting a cold. And I just like kind of roll over and like open my phone. And I see that Jen had posted something. And I was like, oh, maybe it's like a really cute picture of her and Colin, like in their wedding gear. And it was not that. And yeah, and I started crying. And it was not cute because I was also sick. And yeah, not a great day.
No. For me, so I watched the episode in the morning before work. I was so happy. So giddy, I was dancing to work. I was, doing like the evil queen like walk and stuff. I didn't care or anything. And then I was sitting on my desk at work and I saw Jenna post something and it was that news. And I had to run to the bathroom and cry. Luckily there was no one in the bathroom at the time because I think, if someone heard me like crying and they'd think there is something wrong. There was something wrong. But I didn't full on cry until I got home from work. That's when I fully broke down. Like, it's awful.
Anyone else want to share their sad story?
I woke up and I went to work late. And I woke up to a messenger. And then I woke up to WhatsApp and it was Lindsay. And I always answer her first. So, like...
Aww.
It's my fault.
I looked at it. And Lindsay sent me something from Jen. I was like, oh, okay, what did Jen say? And the first 2 words I knew. And my heart just sunk. And I had to get up. I had to go to work. Because I went to work late that day because I was in Alabama to watch the musical with a friend in Alabama. So I drove back, got home at midnight, so I went to work late. And when I heard the news, my heart just sunk. I drove to work in a funk. Like, I was at work all day, and I just couldn't eat. It was a funk. It was just bad. Depression.
Yeah. Not a great time.
Jenna, did you want to say your story?
My story. I feel like I've blocked it out of my memory. I'm just like, that didn't really happen, so I'm not
I
going to
know, I
remember
get, like,
it.
anxiety thinking about it.
No, I was at work already, and it was like the afternoon. I think I had a break in the afternoon because I usually keep my phone like locked in my drawer so I don't get distracted while I'm at work. So I was like outside on my break, and I got it out and put the data on. Went on Facebook, and then it pretty much was the first thing that came up when I opened Facebook. And I was really, really gutted. And the first thing I did was send it to my friend Tim, because I was like, oh my God, like, I have to share this terrible news like you do. I don't know if I was shocked, because I kind of was expecting a lot of people to leave in a way, because I knew that the contracts were only six-year contracts, and because it had been so long since we'd heard about it being renewed, like we usually hear a lot sooner about it being renewed.
Yeah.
So I had a feeling that something like this might happen, but even so, when like that notification came through, I was so gutted. I was like, oh no, like for me it's like, even though it's carrying on, for me it's kind of ended.
Mm-hmm.
What it was has ended in a way, so it was sad.
Yeah.
The show itself does feel like it had an ending and is just kind of getting a rebirth. I did not see Robert Carlyle sticking around. That was
I thought out of everyone, out of the whole cast, he was for sure the one to leave, because he was falling in that performance. He like hated going to Comic-Con. He's mentioned in interviews, hasn't he? Like not outrightly, but he has made like a few like snide comments, suggesting that he might be done with it. But how much are they paying him?
Well,
I want to know.
What I'm thinking is maybe like whatever story they have planned for him was just something so different and intriguing that he thought, okay, this is gonna be different. He doesn't have to do this back and forth with Belle anymore.
This kind of wishy-washiness.
Yeah, I mean, so who knows what. Maybe that's what kept him on.
I also read that he didn't want to keep uprooting his kids.
Oh.
That could be it, yeah.
So because they're older now, so like they're like almost teenagers now, so
okay.
It's kind of hard to uproot them from.
That's true.
6
That
years
makes more sense. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe because he always really liked playing the character of Rumpel primarily more than Mr. Gold. I think I was thinking maybe the season 7 is going to get to play Rumpel more than Gold.
Yeah, maybe
that has been a theory, that it's going to be like all of Colin, Lana, and Robert stuff is going to be flashbacks, so they can play like the Evil Queen, Captain Hook, and Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking they might do like the Wish Realm. That was my theory.
Like Old Hook.
like I don't know. Old Hook was fun for one episode. I don't know if I could watch the whole season of it.
I'd be annoyed.
Yeah.
I don't think Colin would want to wear that wig every day.
I think what's most annoying is that the time we were all on such a high because the musical episode was awesome.
Yeah.
And then just the timing of it was just like, you guys knew this a long time ago. Could you not tell us like in January or February? Just get us prepared, because like we had to automatically just get ready for the final episode like immediately afterwards. It was just prepared.
I think it was not the greatest timing, because I think what Adam and Eddie don't understand is that people aren't upset because Jenna's leaving. Yes, that's a part of why we're upset, but I think most of it is just that for a lot of us, it felt like it came out of nowhere, and we just wanted time to kind of prepare to say goodbye to this character who means so much to a lot of us.
Exactly.
And it kind of just was like, oh, yeah, I'm leaving, and this is my last episode, so bye, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I got because I watch it on Netflix when it comes out. I used to watch it a bit earlier, but I've started watching it on Netflix now. So I didn't actually watch the musical episode till after I'd found out the news. So it was like I didn't even get to have like the happy musical episode that was really cool and be all happy about it, because I already knew, like before I'd watched it, I already knew that Jen was leaving. So it's like even the wedding, like everything, just it made it like sad to watch.
That's awful.
You were robbed.
it just has so much more of like a bittersweet ring to it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't even watched it since. I couldn't.
I've watched it once since, and it was difficult.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a long time before I'm able to watch this show again, I think.
Yeah.
It's just too painful right now. It's more like when you break up with someone, like the out of sight, out of mind type thing, where you just cut it all out of your life. Like, that's kind of what I've had to do the past, like, week. I can't even believe it's only been a week since the finale. I feel like it's been months.
Apart from us, though.
Right.
You're with us, Sarah. You're here talking.
I know,
I feel
but,
so, like,
this is almost therapeutic, though, in a way. So
when I woke up, I was like, I'm tearing this damn wall down. Like, fuck it.
That's I had the same idea. I was like, I am throwing all my stuff in a box. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Josh and Ginny, I think we all knew was a given.
Yeah. I think we all kind of knew or were prepared for them to either leave the show completely or just downsize their roles.
Yeah.
In such a way that they were basically guest stars.
And also, I feel like out of all the people who left, I think they'll be the most likely to be reoccurring. Because I genuinely think that they love their characters and being on the show. I just think maybe in this case they just want to spend more time with their kids and just not do it full time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Well, they did say in an article that they wanted to move back to Los Angeles. That's what.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it was actually their decision because I went into thinking it was the writers'
that
decision.
They were fired.
Like there was Sean, who just bought a house.
And Emilie.
Yeah.
And Bex.
Emilie and Bex.
Oh, Bex.
Really
I was so
sucks, 'cause
gutted about that.
I know. I was good. I was getting better, but then I heard about Bex, and then I just like lost it again.
Yeah, Emily is the one that really did it for me because it didn't even feel like she got to announce it on her terms.
Right.
Because Adam and Eddie announced it before, and then she made an Instagram post. She's like, "Well, I had originally wanted you guys to hear from me, but yeah, I'm not coming back."
So yeah, do we have any other thoughts about? We could talk about this forever, but
could you?
And I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
I think summary.
We're so shitty to Colin for staying on, even though Jen left.
Here's the thing, though. Colin is in a contract, so this was out of his control. So don't be angry at him for staying. He's in a contract.
Yeah. Also, even if he wasn't in a contract, he's not obligated to make career decisions off of Jen. He's his own person and needs to do what is right for his own career.
You know, and he has a new baby that they have to financially support. So
he and Jen they have just two different lifestyles at this point. Colin has a young family. Jen does not. That allows her the freedom to go and do different things where Colin probably needs and wants more stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think about once being moved to Fridays at 8 o'clock?
It worries me.
I get what they're trying to do, which is have this sci-fi fantasy superhero thing happening on Friday nights. But on the other hand, everyone knows Friday nights is where shows go to die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 6 years on Sundays. Like, how could you just uproot it from, like, its iconic position to somewhere? It's like...
I'm going to miss my one Sundays. Like, I do things on Friday nights. I'm not going to sit home and watch TV on Friday nights. That's when I go out.
Yeah. Like, there were a bunch of people who were like, oh, yeah, it's fine. I don't do anything on Friday nights. It's like, well, I do. Like, that's
I have a life.
Sometimes I'm still at work at 8 on Friday nights.
Yeah. It's just like, it just makes me sad. And I have a feeling ABC isn't going to promote it because they, like, hardly do any promotion for once anyway.
And I feel like it held its own on Sunday nights, you know? Like, I get that football and other things are on Sunday nights, but for ABC, it did decent.
Exactly.
I think it was consistently a top 20 or even a top 10 show throughout its whole run on Sundays. So I don't understand why they're moving it to Fridays.
I guess I'll be interested to see what they put in its place on Sundays, and if that doesn't hold up, maybe they'll move it back.
Maybe.
Wasn't it like American Idol or something? Wasn't that going on Sundays?
Oh, is it?
I think it was something reality. It wasn't like a show. was like a reality show.
Another bringing American Idol back. I thought that's
Why? Who asked for an American Idol reboot like 2 years after it ended?
Yeah,
It
they
canceled
canceled
and
it.
Cowell said no.
I was so happy when it ended too.
They canceled
like,
it because it
please.
was doing horrible. Nobody watched it.
Yeah, who was like, you know what we should bring back? American Idol. Because it's so different than everything else that we have on.
This is the president. She wanted it back.
Well, she is wrong.
Yeah, it's.
I don't want to tell her how to run her multi-billion-dollar corporate TV station, but she's doing it wrong.
I agree.
I think what we're trying to do, trying to like give it like a fresh feel, like it's a new start, new stories and stuff. But I'm not.
I don't know.
buying
I
it.
just feel like it's not Once Upon a Time. It's Henry's Adventures. So I feel like if they had maybe rebranded it and given it just a new name and marketed it as a spin-off, I wouldn't feel so weird about it.
It's not a spin-off though. Okay, I might have to start running here, but it's not a spin-off. It's basically episode 1 of Once Upon a Time, but with different characters in a different city. It is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, another topic for another time.
Yes.
So
shall we
let's
right into the musical episode?
Yeah, let's talk about the musical episode. Let's talk about happier things.
Yes.
Good morning, friend.
Don't forget the first part, Lindsay. Let's go back to Emma.
Yeah, little baby Emma.
Yes.
Oh, it was so cute and sad though. I was like nearly crying in that first scene already. I was like, oh god, here we go.
I don't know, it's like every time I see McKenna Grace as Emma, I get really choked up. Because I feel like McKenna just brings like this like innocence and just like, she's just so cute and so good. And you just want the best for her. And she brings that to Emma, and it's just like, just kind of knowing Emma's history, you're just like, oh, this sweet little girl is going through so much that she doesn't deserve, and it makes me sad.
She's really great with acting with her eyes, and she also has that great like bit of spunk that Emma has as an adult. Like you can see that bit of like fire. She's just so freaking talented.
Yeah.
For such a young person.
And she's in like so many things. Like I keep seeing her everywhere.
Yeah, that movie with Chris Evans.
Yeah, McKenna, you go. You go, baby swan.
Yeah, baby Swan. I love that.
So then, after baby Emma, we get...
There you go, Lindsay.
Morning, friends.
What's going on?
Good morning, friends.
Oh, my dear.
This was fabulous. Like, Raechel and I were screaming at the top of our lungs. Like, this was so Disney, I couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, it was perfect for them.
It was
It
definitely
really
the
was.
most Disney-esque number. And it just fit who Charming and Snow are to a T. And also, shout out to Josh for giving 110%.
Ooh, I have to find myself.
His entrance was amazing. It was just like,
Amazing.
That's honestly I think my favorite moment in all 6 seasons of Once Upon a Time is him busting through that door.
What's going on?
Oh, it's brilliant.
And he's really good. I wasn't expecting that. It's like, oh my god.
Get this man
Where
on
have you been my
Broadway.
whole life?
I think he was one of the only cast members who'd been like in musical theater
Yeah.
and was like in a West End production of something. I don't know what
you can tell. You can tell by listening to his voice. He's definitely had
Very well
training.
trained, yeah.
And he's showing off, and I love it. Give it to
And
me.
Ginny said she couldn't sing, but she's awesome.
Yeah, she did awesome.
good.
Adorable.
She's like a real Disney princess.
She's
Yeah, you could
she's perfect for the character of Snow. Like, her voice is just perfect for that part.
Yeah.
Gabby, what were
You
you
could
saying?
you could just tell how much Ginny relied on Josh to help her feel comfortable because she kept looking at him like so intensely and it was like, oh, they're so cute together.
They're so cute. It's one of those times where you're like, is it snowing or is it gosh?
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely felt like gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you
you
could
know,
just
gosh
tell.
and snowing go
They're
hand
the
in
same.
hand.
They're the same.
I ship it.
And I just love how they had all of the like maids in there dancing and stuff as well. Like it was so like proper like full on musical, everyone singing and dancing, and like it was hilarious. I loved it.
It was so cute.
And fun.
And yeah, it was fun. It was a great opening number.
Mhm.
Because like if you listen to the cast recording on like Spotify or iTunes, it just like it kind of puts you right into like that. This is a Once Upon a Time musical.
And I love every time when they do musicals, like this happened in Enchanted, where people always acknowledge the fact that they're singing and they think it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That was also like a great intro into the fact that, oh, we're gonna be singing, but this is weird, but it's still happening.
What the fuck?
Yeah, brilliant.
I feel like Josh was probably the most enthusiastic cast member when they said we're doing a musical episode.
Probably.
I feel like he's like, this is my moment.
And he killed it. I mean, I'm still blown away. Like weeks later, I'm still like amazed.
A gift.
So where do we go from there?
The next scene was Snow and Emma picking out her wedding dress, which was so sweet.
I love Zelina
I really miss
in the back with like,
I know.
alcohol.
I am Celine in that situation.
Also, like, there was a moment where it's like Emma hands Zelina like her champagne, and it looks like it's just Emma and Zelina hanging out, and Regina's not there. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. Like, Zelina would totally hang out with Emma and like offer to be maid of honor, because she is like head of Captain Swan fan club Storybrooke chapter.
Where did she get all those wedding dresses, though? Like, you can't just borrow a bunch of wedding dresses and then decide later what you want. Like,
Yeah, no,
just take them all home.
People are willing to do whatever you want.
There's a dress in modern fashions, so there'll be some more in there somewhere. Vintage dresses.
Yeah.
And then Snow offering her wedding dress, which is so well intentioned, but that dress is not great.
I prefer it in black, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I really want to make that dress in black now and do like a dark swan.
There you go.
Oh wow, a dark one like wedding.
Yeah.
That fucking dark swan.
Dark
That'd be
swan.
so good.
Yeah. As soon as that happened, Raechel and I were like, "Oh my god, we need it!" Like,
I was not expecting it though, and like as soon as she touched the dress, I was just like, "What's happening? Oh my god, what's going on?" Like, it's being ruined.
And then Jamie Murray continues to be possibly one of the best actors that Once has had.
yeah.
And she is just great as the Black Fairy. I would watch a whole show with Jamie as the Black Fairy, because she's so good at it.
Eve, I love her.
The only other thing I've seen Jamie Murray in is Dexter, and in that she plays like a psychopath. And she's really good at that as well. She's really good at playing like dark, twisted characters. It's like
You can tell she really enjoys it. You can tell like the pure like pleasure you can watch, and you can see that she enjoys it so much as well.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
know,
'Cause
I
she's
just-
so sweet.
I just wish that we had the Black Fairy for longer instead of her being kind of introduced for like a scene in 6A
Well,
and then
that's-
coming in kind of halfway through 6B.
Yeah. That's
I wish that we had her for longer, because she's a far more compelling villain than the Evil Queen.
What were you
I
gonna say,
just
Gabs?
think
I was just saying it's so funny because Jamie's so sweet in person. When even she plays on TV, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, it's so cool. She's really great.
Lindsay, what were you gonna say?
not just that we've not had really a proper Once villain, and then the Black Fairy comes along, and I just think it's very short lived, but very much enjoyed.
Mm-hmm. And then
I
What
haven't
happened
watched
from
this since it aired, so
Yeah.
I'm a little rusty.
I need some
I
help.
think what happened from there? And then it goes into the Evil Queen song, I think.
Silver charmers think their love is strong enough to defeat me.
Well, here's
Well,
something they don't know.
Mirror, mirror, good love.
This was cool. Like, this was badass. This was, like...
It was good.
Honestly, I
It
think
was
my favorite
fun.
Evil Queen scene. Like, it was great.
And it was
I
camp.
liked
It
the
was
song
so camp.
itself. It was really fun. It felt very Rocky Horror and very Frankenfurter, which was a lot of fun and fit the Evil Queen very
That's kind
well.
of what she was going for. Like, I asked Lana about this in Van, and she said, yeah, it was like David Bowie meets Frankenfurter. Like, that's what she was going for.
That's cool. I can really tell that, and it's great. And I found it one of the most entertaining ones. Like, I was laughing because it was just, she went crazy, like,
She
interrupted.
went full out.
She like interrupted, what was it, the dwarves and stuff, and then she went and see Pinocchio and stuff, and then she started that raunchy dancing with Pinocchio. It's like,
Oh my god,
whoa.
yeah.
And Geppetto just sort of, like, pushes Pinocchio,
That's
like,
really
down.
inappropriate.
Also, like, shout out to Lee Ehrenberg, Geppetto, Beverly Elliott, because they all had great voices.
Mm-hmm.
The dwarves, though. Like, every time they were singing, they were doing, like, a conga line. It was so funny.
If you have a chance to do a conga line, take it.
Basically.
And then she ripped up the blanket. I was like, Emma's blanket!
No. Ooh.
She was amazing. Like, her face when she was looking at all of them singing in the mirrors, though. Like, those facial expressions were just the best. I was like, Justine.
It was good, and it was so much fun. And I still do the walk sometimes, even though, like...
And Lana has, like, rhythm. She's got some moves.
Yeah, full on, like, dancing.
Yeah. This was, like... this was, like, the one of the few numbers that had, like, a lot of dancing and not just kind of reacting.
Yeah.
Where it's, like, move to this spot, sing, move to this spot, sing, move to this spot, sing. It's dance over here and sing, and
Full on dance,
over
yeah.
sing. Yeah.
And she had to do
Which
this, like,
that's-
all in the blue screen room.
Yeah.
That is
That's
great.
difficult. So, props to her for killing it.
Oh, where did we go next?
I think it's that
I should have rewatched this.
scene in the Jolly Roger.
No, the clock
yes.
tower?
Oh, the clock tower, yes.
I don't know what happened
Wait,
in the
which
clock
one's
tower.
first? Is it Revenge or is it Zelina song?
It's Revenge first.
Bench.
But did we not have a scene before that?
The clock tower scene, is it?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Where they go up and check the clock tower, and there's all of the fairy dust just hanging there ominously above their heads.
Hanging out. Okay, so I'm confused by this curse, because don't you need like the heart of the thing that you love most, but the Black Fairy didn't need that?
Well, isn't she the creator of the whole black curse thing, which was the point? So I don't know necessarily would she need it. Yeah, maybe she doesn't need it.
Maybe.
So Once Upon a Time. Can't question it.
Exactly.
You really can't.
But yeah.
And then after that was
Is that
Like
Revenge?
on the Jolly Roger, where they're looking at the white suit, and then Emma comes in, and he's like, "Emma, you can't look at me.
This was great.
You can't see the bride before the
because,
wedding."
Like, I don't know if anyone else read the interview where Colin said that originally they were going to have him in a white suit, and they were like, last minute changed it. So I think it's really funny that they then put that white suit into the episode as like a joke.
Yeah, I didn't like the suit at all, so I'm glad they
Yeah,
No.
that suit looked very 80s, and not in a good
It was
way.
too white. It was too white.
Yeah,
It
that
was
does
not
represent
Killian
him
at all.
No, exactly.
No, it was just, it felt off. Like, it would have felt really off to see Killian in white, because I don't think we've ever seen him in white, apart from the lieutenant uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was only pants, right? Like, it wasn't...
It was a pants and a shirt.
So yeah,
We
we're
were
off to the
singing-
tavern.
Yeah. Oh my
Watch it.
god, that song
That song
was
was
so
perfect.
good.
This whole scene was
It was-
perfect.
It was amazing. It's so great. It's so Queen-esque.
Yes,
It is,
it's
I
so
love- yes.
Queen.
It is. That's what it reminds me of. And it's just, it sticks in your head. I think it's the best song out of the lot. And it did stick with me. It's like, I haven't listened to it for a while because I've been upset and stuff. But I can still get it in my head sometimes. That is how powerful the song is.
Mm-hmm. And then I think someone on Tumblr, I think Lil Pon is how you pronounce their username, but she did a whole musical analysis of the song, and she's like, there are like 3 key changes in it,
Oh.
and for a tenor, it gets really, really high. Like if I were to sing that in my head voice just as a alto, like even it gets super high, and I have to drop down to my chest voice and sing in my tenor range because I have a really deep singing voice.
It's a difficult song to sing.
Difficult.
Yeah, me and Abby were saying that because I keep trying to sing it and it just changes key all the time, and it's like I can't figure out where it's going next. Like it's okay if I've got it on like and I'm singing along to it, but if I try singing it without that, it's just gone. Just goes.
I think it's the most musically difficult song of the bunch.
I'm not sure because if you give Josh more lines, I think he would. Josh did a good job. But yeah, him and I think Colin and Josh.
We're not on about the singing voices. We're on about the actual song.
Yeah,
itself.
about like the actual songwriting. Like just kind of seeing like the sheet music side by side and being like,
I get you now, swords guys.
Because Powerful Magic I think has 1, maybe 2 key changes.
I would really like to read these
Revenge
analyses.
has
Can you post
3.
this somewhere? Can you link it?
Yeah, I'll post it in the.
Because I love stuff like
we'll
that.
link it below in
Yeah.
the description
I would love to read that.
because it's amazing. But yeah, in that song, there is one person in this song besides Colin who is the best part of the song. It is this guy. He's a little bit older. He has on like a red bandana and a white shirt and a vest. And he is giving his all. And it is amazing.
great.
This man's facial expressions are everything.
As soon as Justine pointed him out, like, I watched it again and I just love it. I mean, this is the role of his life and you can tell that, you know, he's really going for it, and I aspire to be this man.
I aspire to have as much enthusiasm in anything I do as this guy does.
I love Colin's little comment though. Hook's little comment. Just wait for the second verse, love.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
it's my favorite part of the whole
Your
thing.
impression there, Jen, was beautiful.
Also, he doesn't seem to be, like, confused as to why he's singing and dancing.
Yeah, he doesn't question it. It's just
It's the top.
I almost feel like he is not in this spell or wish. He's just like, guys, we've been rehearsing this for weeks, and we can finally perform it for people.
I don't understand how they did this whole scene in that tavern, because that tavern is tiny. They would have had to, like, raise the ceiling a little bit or something, and it was just... I'm still trying to warp my head around it, because that place is small.
You've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
And now I understand why there are labels on all the tables about pirates. Now that makes sense.
Oh, it was brilliant, and I liked the bit where like they would like turn the table round for him. He's like he's so dramatic. He's like
He looked like a
he's gonna
doll.
go full out.
Yeah, he looked like the little
doll.
statue. Yeah. But
Well,
also, like, props to Colin for breaking his foot and then continuing to dance like a champ.
No.
High five, Colin.
High fives all around.
I wonder if he'd have done more dance moves if he hadn't broken his foot. Because I was wondering, like, would he be a bit more? Like, he still did that dance moves, but he was quite stationary when he did them. Don't know if that makes sense.
In the rehearsals, it was the same routine in the rehearsal. I've seen the rehearsal video.
Except in the end of the rehearsals, they're like moving tables and he's like stepping down them.
Yeah.
So that may have been a last minute change to be like a little bit simpler and a little bit easier on his foot.
Yeah.
But still, it's like no less amazing looking. Raisin!
Oh, someone's woke up. I got your Snapchat. Oh.
Finally.
Hey, girl.
Listen, I'm tired.
Was it a wild one last night?
Yeah, I went to eat Italian food at a fancy restaurant, and then I watched Moana, so it was pretty intense of a night. Like, that food coma just really did me in.
That Dwayne Johnson vocal, just does
Yeah.
it to
Too much.
I couldn't handle it. I was in a coma for like 14 hours.
Jesus.
It's fine. It's all good. I'm here. What are we talking about?
Revenge.
We're talking about revenge.
Perfect
No, not
timing!
So, Ray, the floor is yours.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Oh,
Off you go.
pressure's on. I love this song. I loved everything about it. I'm so glad I did not watch the clip beforehand.
Yeah, same.
Same.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, we should
Sarah
mention
and I lost
Raechel and
touch.
I knew nothing about this episode. We hadn't listened to any of the songs. We hadn't watched any
Same
sneak
here.
peeks. We were 100% spoiler free, and I'm so glad because
Yeah,
it was amazing to like see it all as it happened.
yep. We got
Same.
spoiled on a few things, but it wasn't anything like drastic.
Major.
Like we knew the title of the song was "Revenge Is Gonna Be Mine." We saw her wedding dress and Killian's outfit, and I think that was it.
The kiss,
I think that was real.
the picture of the kiss.
You saw the kiss.
Yeah.
I didn't see the kiss.
Yeah, I didn't see the kiss either.
See,
so-
I didn't even try to stay spoiler free because I just know me. I was like,
It's
yeah, I'm
really
not gonna
hard. You
stay
have to make a
spoiler-free.
big effort.
I
to do it.
deleted Twitter. I was having serious withdrawals. I'd go into my phone to open Twitter, but it wasn't there.
Yeah.
So,
She was
what do I do with
miserable.
my life now?
No, but you know what my favorite part of that week was? Seeing so many people be like, bye guys, I'll be back on Sunday for the episode, but I'm staying off Tumblr. And then, like, throughout the week, they'd, like, pop in. And then, like, the day later, they'd, like, pop in for a little bit longer. And then by, like, Wednesday or Thursday, they were like, fuck it.
Yeah, I know. We
Well,
stayed
Sarah and I had the
strong.
nice distraction.
We stayed strong. We were in
convention.
Toronto, so we were able to avoid things.
See, I was just like,
You
yes,
kept waiting for
come
people to spoil
discuss
stuff in
things with
panels.
me.
We kept waiting for people to like discuss things in panels, and apparently they played a song or two
Yeah.
at the convention. I don't know where we were, but thank God we weren't
In,
there,
like, the
'cause
big
we
I
flower
would be
room.
so
would
angry.
have been running out of the room.
Yeah.
I'd be angry.
I think it was during our meet and greet, because that's the only time we weren't like in the ballroom.
I guess
Who
so.
did you guys get a meet and greet with?
Karen David.
Can't.
But we'll talk about that next week.
Yes.
Karen.
Spoilers for next
Spoiler
week.
alert! We've had a meet and greet with Karen David.
So what's after revenge?
What did come after Revenge?
Another next
I think
song.
it's the Mill Sisters scene in the vault.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I have the track list up.
Wicked always wins. How do you guys
Yeah.
not have this track list memorized? What's wrong with you people?
You know what, Ray? We're just all fake
How
fans.
judgmental.
What is wrong? I can
So-
speak everything you need to know about this track list.
So Ray, what's next?
Yeah, what happened next in the episode?
And
Oh,
not
it
just
isn't
the song,
song.
but the scene in
Oh,
between.
no. I don't care about that. I just don't.
Yeah, what even was that scene? It was just Regina and Zelina in the vault talking about something.
We were too
Making
busy
a
screaming
potion.
over Colin that we don't even know.
Yeah.
For next
If
song.
you remember what was in that scene, leave us a comment on our YouTube page.
We're so bad at this. Like,
I remember.
oh, we'll go
Like-
with your head then, Jenna.
Well, sort of. They were just helping each other make the potion to freeze to isolate the part of the curse that freezes time and override it.
That's right. Thank you.
Oh, right.
It was an important thing, clearly, guys. So, can we just move on
It
to the next
actually
one?
kind of was.
It was important.
Yeah, that is kind of important.
It is important, but still.
What happened afterwards?
Let's just go on.
because
Let's just
of
move
that.
on to Bex's song, because that was
songs.
great. Yeah, let's just talk about Bex's song.
Was amazing.
Was honestly one of
It was
my favorites,
interesting
and I
as well.
wasn't expecting it to be one of my favorites.
I
Which
like
song
it the
was
more I
this?
listen to it. It's one of those that just
Wicked always wins.
like gets better every time you listen to it.
Yes.
I've been listening to the soundtrack a lot in my car, and this is one, like, I'm such like a Broadway nerd, like, I'll listen to the Wicked soundtrack and belt out, like, everything, and this is one that I love singing in my car.
I get really weird looks because sometimes I forget my windows are down
Yeah.
and I'm at a red light and I'm belting out these songs and like Revenge Will Be Mine and Love Doesn't Stand a Chance. Happy Beginning, I just sit there crying. I don't sing that one. That's just
Yeah.
crying.
And
It's years.
Yeah. But I get some weird looks sometimes when I'm like gesturing and like just get and you know what? Judge me, bitches. Judge me.
But yeah, it's the most Broadway sounding of all the songs.
it is.
Which it's like, to give the Wicked Witch of the West a very Broadway sounding song when Wicked the musical exists, that takes some balls.
But you know
It
what I
reminded
love?
me of like an 80s power ballad kind of.
It's so nice that like every song has a different sound to it. And so
Yeah.
you get to like check off boxes for all these different types of genres of music. And so everyone gets something that, you know, would appeal to them, and especially to like all their different voice styles. Like that's so cool.
And yet it all still flows together.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel disjointed or anything. Because I admit, when I saw the track list and I saw that Zelina got a solo all by herself, I was like, well, why? Like, not that I didn't want
Yeah,
Bex
'cause
to have a
she's
solo, but I was just like, this feels a little interesting that they would have her have a whole solo. Because I was expecting like a Mills Sisters duet,
Ooh, that would have been
but
fun.
I'm really, but I'm really glad that Bex got her own song, because it's one of my favorites now, and it's great, and she killed it.
See, I think it's my least favorite of the
I was gonna say same thing,
of the
Jenna.
musical. Actually, I think it's nothing to do with Bex. I don't know. It just didn't feel. I just don't feel like it fit as well as the others. I absolutely loved being back in Oz. I think that Oz is really pretty how they've done that, like with the floors.
It's a
and
great
everything.
set.
It's an amazing set, and it was great to see Bex having such a good time. You could tell that she was really enjoying it. But
And I finally got munchkins.
yeah, I liked it. I did like it, but I wasn't 100% sure compared to the others. Something just felt a little off. I don't know what.
Yeah,
It wasn't
my
like
issue.
a favorite.
Yeah, with my issue with it was just like, it felt like that was the plot wise. Like I thought that was the only song that was kind of shoehorned in. Like, you know, like because I thought the curse was only meant to be in the Enchanted Forest, yet she's in Oz and she's still singing. So I didn't quite understand why that was. So I felt like it's kind of like forcing it in just to sing.
It feels weird because they've stated that Oz is its own realm, separate from the Enchanted Forest. But Ruby and Mulan were able to just walk there. And so now I'm like, is it its own realm, or is it just another kingdom?
Is it just like Camelot that you can walk to? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's confusing.
They walked there?
Yeah, because in 5A, they were like, well, we're going to go somewhere and be lesbians, but not really. And then we next find them in Oz, and there's no mention of a magic bean or any other portal jumping stuff. So presumably they just walked to Oz.
Oh, I just assumed they found a tornado or something. I'm just like, yo, can we get a ride?
Well, apparently all you gotta do is climb the beanstalk, and there's suddenly more magic beans up there that appeared out of nowhere. But we'll talk about that next week.
It's
We'll
once
talk
upon
about
a time. Accept it. We know this.
Ever.
They just break their own rules.
You know what?
There's
You know
no
what?
rules.
One of my favorite things about this musical episode is they're almost poking fun of themselves by basically saying, we realize how many plot holes we're opening up with this storyline, so we're gonna fix it all by saying that their memories were wiped. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Their poor brains,
brilliant.
man.
Right?
Their poor brains. I have to wonder how all these memory wipes are just affecting their cognition.
And how many lives, like fake lives, they've got, like, you know,
Yeah.
who am I
Yeah,
today?
just kind of piled
Am
one
I
on top of the
am I
other.
snow? What is
I
happening?
really want, like, a character that's just completely lost it. Like, just, like...
Are you okay?
Oh my god.
Literally just saw the dog with a boot. Did somebody throw him at you?
He just jumped off the bed.
Huey.
God.
Oh,
shit.
boy.
Oh god.
Oh my
That was so funny.
It's funny, as soon as I heard the bark, I looked up at Ray's screen and then I realised...
I know.
Yeah,
You're all
wow.
right.
Now, guys, way to just assume it's always me. Rude.
Well, Ray, we're more acquainted with your dogs.
Yeah, it's usually always them.
I was laughing in a moment.
That's how we know you're back, Ray, with all the barking.
Exactly.
Anyways.
That's without the
Anyway,
part.
what were we even talking about?
What? Someone was saying something.
I was saying something.
About some character losing it because all
Oh
the
yeah. I want a character, like, I just want, like, them to come across a character that just has had too many memory rights and too many alternative lives, and now they just have, like, a severe multiple personality disorder, and like, they just don't know how to function in real life anymore. And they're just like, is this gonna happen to us if we keep getting cursed?
They're just like, oh,
It's not
yeah,
season
this is
7.
not
That
good.
should be season 7, like, everyone, like, reacting to
Everyone,
Everyone just loses their mind.
everyone just has, like, they just go, like, Mad Hatter, like, I guess we did kind of have that with him, but, like, I want to take it to the extreme.
But next
Like, hardcore, just a mess.
So what was after Wicked Always Wins? Was this...
It's the Charmings and the Evil Queens dance off, which
Was there
wasn't
not
really
a-
a dance off.
Was there not a scene in between, though? Like, Henry and Emma, maybe?
Your
Or one
guess
of those scenes?
Oh yeah, she's going through the box.
Yeah.
I really thought when she pulled that photograph out of the box, it was going to be that photo of her and Neil, and I'm so glad it
Yeah.
was the one of her and Henry.
Well, no, it's
It was like a
Photoshop. But why
bad
do you have to
Photoshop.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a bad Photoshop.
It was.
Ray.
It was.
There
but-
is
They need
no
to hire
Photoshop
me.
as bad
Yes,
as
Ray.
Black Harry's Photoshop pictures of Belle.
My favourite part of the episode, don't.
That was so great.
It was the
That was
best.
great.
I laughed so hard. Like, oh my god. Again, we'll talk about it next week, but God,
Yeah.
I never laughed harder
Oh.
at anything.
Gonna crack
Amazing.
people.
That was hysterical.
But yeah, like, we've already got that picture together, so why are
Yeah.
they photoshopping it in now?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Because it's Once Upon a Time, and what is logic?
It's Once Upon a
That
Time,
needs to
and
be
when
like
they're
the
going to use
tagline for
bad special
everything.
effects, they're going to use bad special effects.
I mean, I do that job for, like, practically no money, so I'm sure they can save...
Find
That's what I'm
someone, yeah.
saying.
Find
Like,
someone
how
better.
many people do you know on Tumblr that's really good at Photoshop? Like, hit us up, guys. We are poor people that need some money. Help
I know,
us.
like, honestly, they should just hire some fans to, like, do, like, all of, like, the promo work.
Hell yeah.
Because, like,
It'd be
ooh, that
so
season
good.
5
Let's get
photo
some new promo
weirdness.
photos.
Oh my god, that
Didn't,
season 5 photo promo was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yes, it
No,
was.
what was the one? No, there was the one where they all were in the
Season
purple.
3.
They were all in the purple
Season
background.
3.
Yeah.
For season 3.
Ugh.
And they just had this
awkward.
rock by the side of them that was
And they were
just
just, like,
there.
standing awkwardly, like,
And Emma's in, like, a purple ball gown for no reason.
Just
She
get me
just
and Raechel.
is.
Come on, we got this. We got this.
Yep. We can do it. We'll take some really great shots in Steveston. Give us your blue screen. We'll edit the background.
Yeah, so back to the Charmings
yeah.
and the Evil Queens.
I love
Or
this
that
scene.
unbeliever scene.
It was so funny.
Yeah, it was funny. I loved it.
I loved how, like,
It was so
really
Disney.
into it, snowing where they were just like, that's a powerful magic with 2 eyes.
It was so Disney, and it was so
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, I
I
loved it.
wish that the 2 songs had been integrated a little bit better. But
Yeah,
you know,
I get towards the end of the song, it did kind of like just sound like noise rather than, but the acting behind it, like, and it looked like they were having so much fun, which
yeah.
it's
Or
what
they
it's
just-
meant to be, fun.
They should have just did a new song.
Yeah, I wish they had done new
Yeah.
songs. And
Me
2
too.
new
Yeah.
songs that were made to be thrown back and forth at each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because these ones didn't make sense when they were just saying at each other.
And by this
There
time in the
wasn't-
episode, it was like the 3rd time we heard that snowing song. Which,
Yeah.
you know, it's still a
Yeah.
great song, but it's the 3rd time, you know.
It's also like there just wasn't a dialogue there. It was just, here are these 2 songs again, and we're gonna sing them at each other because it's
Yeah.
a sing-off.
Ray got real excited. She's like, are they gonna have a sing-off?
I did. I remember that. Oh.
When the singing stopped, though, and then they were just like, there's a
It's
powerful
a
magic.
powerful magic.
It's like, you're still allowed to sing.
Yeah, like, did we actually, like, take their singing voices away? Like
It
Ursula
actually,
lost her
that's
voice?
what it looked like.
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
It was green.
Yeah.
Nice
So-
little touch for Little Mermaid there. Love it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It makes sense in universe. We've seen that happen. So I
Yeah.
guess that
Mhm.
is what happened.
And we haven't actually seen them sing, so, like, in the show, so it
Yeah.
actually is canon.
Yeah. Yep.
But we missed the scene though with
Oh.
with Gold, with Rumple and in the cell with Regina.
Oh, that was
Oh,
weird.
that was
That
great.
was so mean. That was such a tease.
I know.
Oh,
I was
so-
so excited
And
for
look,
Robert to
Carlisle's
sing.
acting, he's like,
No. I think it would
no.
have cheapened it. I think it would cheapened it if he did it his song as well. And the fact that he couldn't sing, like he didn't sing, I
Yeah.
think it worked really well.
It did.
Yeah.
That was definitely a
They're
highlight.
like, well, ain't
That,
it
we were
different?
like squealing, like we were so ready for it, and then it was like the dark one.
I would
doesn't
rather
sing.
stab my eyes with a rusty fork.
We were just
Jenna,
like,
do your
"Oh."
impression.
It's alright, Justine's done it.
No, Jenna, do it.
You can do it better.
No, I did it last week.
It was
It's
brilliant.
Justine's turn. I was like,
No, Jenna, do it.
No,
Okay,
Jenna, please
okay.
do it.
Jenna.
I'd rather... I can't do it. I'd rather go... I can't do it now. There's too much pressure. There's too much
No one
pressure.
look at her. No one look at her. No one look at her.
That was just a bunch of blank screens. Apart from Ray. Okay. I'd rather gouge my eyes out with a rusty... I can't do it.
You were so close, but it was very good. Yeah.
You can do it at the end. At the end, when there's no pressure.
When you calm
Or
down.
just
When you calm down.
randomly do it anytime.
Just
Yeah.
Ray to do
Jump
Yeah,
in.
we'll just start
Please do,
talking
you
about something
totally
else.
should.
Okay.
All right.
Next team.
What came after that? So
So after the Charmings, is it the showdown between Emma and the Black Fairy?
We missed the vault scene where Rumple takes the magic thing from all of them.
Oh yeah,
yeah, they all get frozen.
He like freeze them in time, which like that's a really cool spell.
And also, bravo to like everyone like who was frozen.
That didn't
The
move.
acting.
Yeah.
I
Hey, it's
seriously
hard
thought they
to
were
like hold a
mannequins.
pose for that long and
Yeah.
just not move.
Not blink.
You can tell Colin wanted to cleanse his jaw so bad.
He's like, don't do
Don't
it.
clench.
No.
Don't eyebrow lift. Don't blink.
But then like Emma like kissed him and stuff, and he didn't move at all. I'm like, that's acting, that guys. Give that guy an Oscar or whatever. Amazing. Did it
Yeah, no,
even-
that's when he wanted to like cleanse his. That's when he like,
Yeah.
made his little jaw twitch.
He's like,
Well, how can you
do
not
it.
if someone's kissing you like and then not react?
yeah.
It's
Especially if Jen's kissing you.
Mm-hmm.
Also, can we talk about Emma's hair this episode? Because
Oh,
I
her hair
approve.
jacket. I need it.
That's my favorite Emma jacket that she's ever worn.
It's $990.
Jesus.
Thanks, Ray, for the update.
I'll buy two.
Yep.
God damn it. Why?
It's by, I can't remember who it's by, but it's been spotted, and it's $909, or maybe it's $890. It's still.
Oh, well, if it's $890, that's totally reasonable.
Yeah. It's still this hot something.
This song was like so emotional though, like Emma's song.
Yeah. It was so
just-
perfect.
I just love how they used the melody, like Emma's melody that's been in there since the beginning, and it was just so raw. Like the way Jen sang it was really like full of emotion and really raw and gritty. It was great. It was like perfect. I loved it.
It was raw
great.
and gritty, but still sounded really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rhymed. That was cute.
She's a poet, and she didn't even know it.
But yeah, this song I still haven't been able to listen since because it does make me cry like every single time I hear it.
I listen to this
Oh,
one
I
a
listen
lot
to it.
because it's like
Yeah.
the one song in my key range. Like Jen and I have the same vocal range. So I appreciate that. I can sing along without straining my voice.
Yeah. I know, it's my favorite. It's one of my favorite ones to just sing. Like, I'll kind of hum it to myself at work. And my coworkers will be like, Justine, what are you doing? I'll be like, don't judge me, please.
I'm having a moment here.
I thought it was really powerful how she left her heart out for so long as well. Like she just left it there like lying on the floor.
Yeah, she
'Cause
did
she
all
just-
this without a heart.
Yeah. She just trusted like she trusted that nothing was going to happen to it because she was stronger than the Black Fairy, so she just left it there, which is like massive character development for her to
Yeah.
like
And she broke
believe
it.
she's that strong.
Yeah, also, was
did.
that like... So, like, there was like a little beam of light that kind of shot out from her. Was that a true love ring around all of them?
No,
knows?
I don't
I don't think
so.
so.
It
It's
wasn't
not-
the right
It wasn't the
colour.
same.
Explained.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
the
it's not that-
rainbow.
It looked more like
think it was
light
just-
magic to me.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a light,
Okay.
light magic savior kind of thing.
And like
Why her-
the song in her heart, like not in, just in her heart, but her whole being, her whole soul, her soul's like.
Just kind of burst forth.
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
it as like her light magic breaking this curse, like combined.
Okay.
With the song.
Yeah.
And then that transition to the wedding.
It
I
was
don't want to talk about it.
Ray and I were actually like, I mean, this didn't happen until 5 minutes before the end, and we were like,
Yeah.
wait, did
This
they?
is gonna be
we were
horrible.
like, no, we were saying, did they fake us out? Like, are they actually
Yeah.
not gonna get married this week, and they're gonna push it to next week?
That's what we
Because I'm
thought.
just like, there's no way they can do this whole wedding in like 5 minutes, but it did, and yet it didn't seem rushed.
Yeah,
It was perfect. It was one of the most
Perfect.
perfect scenes on this show.
And it was just like, I got really emotional. Like, I was fine throughout the whole rest of the episode, but then Emma hugs Killian, and the camera kind of pans down and then back up again, and you see them all on that rooftop. Killian's at the altar, and it hit me that they're actually getting married, and I just sobbed. Because it's just like, I had been waiting for so long for that. And it was actually happening, and it just all hit me at that one moment, and I just couldn't handle it. And I just cried through the whole rest of the episode.
I was okay until Killian started saying his vows. Like, he literally said one word, and I was just like...
Those
Sarah's
vows
already
were
gone.
perfect though as well.
Sarah was gone the second they went to the wedding.
Just Emma
I'll put you there,
walking down
Sarah.
the aisle, I was like...
Just because
What?
I'm
My parents.
one of the few people that was like obsessed with her dress from like day one. Like, I'm so in love with it, and I want it.
I love that
and
dress.
I
Just-
like it more in movement.
Yeah, seeing it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
motion.
absolutely.
I think it's
And
a
the
dress that is better on video or in person than it was just in stills.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I saw the pictures originally, I was like, what is this? Why is her hair up? Why? Because I wish they went like with a more modern take, like Kate's wedding dress,
Yeah.
which was basically the same like a more modern thing. And
like if they had done like a half up, half down wedding do
I just mean
instead
the
of
whole
having
look
it in
in
that
general.
severe bun. Because Jen has beautiful hair.
No, she doesn't. She cut it all off.
Hey, her hair still looks beautiful. And also, we have the same haircut, Ray.
I just want her, yeah, but I just like her with her long princess curls. Because I'm trying to get those long princess curls, and it's been a goal of mine, and then they're actually not real, and it's just, I'm having a crisis, okay, with hair right now, so.
It's okay, Ray. We're here for you.
I loved that both of the Charmings gave her away. Like, walked down the aisle and gave her away.
Beautiful. That's what made me cry.
Yeah, that's a Jewish thing, actually. At Jewish weddings, both parents walk the bride down the aisle. Because, like, both of your parents are there to raise you for your whole life, and they're
That's cool. I
introducing you to this new section of your life. I don't know, I always like...
I do like that,
because I know
yeah.
Adam and Eddie are both Jewish, so I like finding, like, little Jewy things.
Well, I think they both walked down the aisle because I think the main reason was because they missed out so much in her life.
Oh, yeah.
And to be part of a tiny little bit of it, well, no, it's not tiny, it's one of the biggest things of her lives, to be part of that. It's just magical, and that's what set me off, how we're gone.
Mm-hmm.
It was cute.
Also, like, Killian and Henry's little moment up at the aisle where Henry gives them the rings, and they have, like, a little moment. Heart just got real happy.
Little Operation Best Man.
The vows, though, were just perfect. Like Killian talking about, say the heart of a
captain belongs
to a ship. You can tell I've not watched it for a while, can't you? But with this ring, whatever. It belongs to you. Yeah. I'm like, whatever, That thing, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I like that, but like, whatever.
Like, just because you're born of true love doesn't mean that you always find it.
Yeah, that was
and
great.
She found it, and I'm gonna get emotional.
And I love how she included Henry in her vows as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I really liked that. Like, she included it like it was a proper, like, family rather than just...
like, she's including Killian in that family now, because obviously Killian's been on his own for hundreds of years, and now she's like, come join us, you're one of us, and it's so beautiful.
So cute.
Gabby, do you want to talk about the wedding?
Everything was said.
What about the song, Gabby? The wedding song.
Oh, I can't listen to it anymore. Like, it's playing on a fan video, and I had to turn a fan video off. I was like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I was driving, and I was listening to the soundtrack, and Happy Beginnings came on, and I had to, like, pull over and just sob. Because it was, like, the day after Jen had made her announcement. And I was just listening to it, and I was like, I can't now.
I was on an airplane when this happened.
Oh,
so
no.
I was on an airplane listening to my music. I had the soundtrack playing the entire time. I was so happy and so full of joy. And then I get off, we land, and I turn my Wi-Fi back on, and I get all these texts and all these floods. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, what is happening? So I looked, and oh my God, I put my sunglasses on. I'm like, do not cry on this airplane. Do not cry on this airplane. Like, it was the hardest thing to do ever. And then my Uber driver also watches Once Upon a Time and When Calls the Heart, so we were talking about it. And, and it's a guy. What? It's a guy.
Even better.
That he watches with his wife. And, they stopped watching Once Upon a Time a little while back, but they were talking about it. And he's like, oh, where'd you go? You went to a convention? Oh, that must be cool. Oh, didn't they just get married? I'm like, yeah, they did. They did just get married. So I finally got to work, and then I just, broke down at my desk, because I work alone. Most of the time, I'm alone. So I just sat there and cried for about 20 minutes.
This song,
Good times, guys. Good times.
This song was everything for me. It's probably, well, no, it's not probably, it is my favorite song of all time. And hearing Colin and Jen sing together,
I know,
was everything I never knew I wanted. And
It was
also,
so great.
like, what I've noticed in listening to the soundtrack, like, nonstop, is that for Revenge, he has his Killian voice, but for his part in that duet, it's his Colin voice.
Yeah, it is.
And that, like, did me in.
Yep.
That song is so, like,
Has anyone picked up on,
Disney
like, the very...
fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very end, there's, like, when they do there's, like, a little, like, ooh, that was ABC. That just happened. But they had, like, oohing at the end, and it's totally Josh and Colin, because they're, like, the only, like, males.
Yeah, because it's like, a happy beginning now is ours.
Yeah, and there's, like, a little, like
Yeah, it's
literally,
definitely
like, 0.5
Josh,
seconds
Colin.
of, like, owing. And I know you could pick up on Josh and Colin together, and I'm just like, can I try my
I love Josh's line as well, because he does, like, a little laugh in it, and I'm like, oh, Josh, you just...
Oh,
Josh, tell us what you're doing to me.
Little Joshy.
And Jared's line. Jared's
Yeah.
one
Here's
line.
one line.
He needed more.
Yeah.
More.
Maybe he didn't want to sing.
Maybe.
He did good,
Because he
though.
wasn't bad. I think he could
But he's also like a teenage boy who's like, no, I don't want to sing.
Yeah. Oh, and I really liked Zelina and Regina's little solo and dancing together at the wedding as well.
That was cute.
Yeah, and I think, everyone just were brilliant singers, and I loved it when we were doing, like, the conga, and then we said, like,
Again.
happy beginning. Oh, did you already say that? I don't know.
What? No.
Oh,
I just meant the conga again, like they did in the other scene.
Yeah.
They're always doing a conga.
I was like, happy beginning, when we cut to happy, when he said happy, I was like, this is perfect.
And they were all dancing on the tables like High School Musical. Like it was like, it reminded me of the cafeteria scene so much when they were just like dancing all on the tables.
I gotta give anyone props who can watch anyone else in this scene besides Killian and Emma, because I can't take my eyes off of them from when he's dipping her to he's lifting her and spinning her and she's doing her princess twirl. I just like, done. I was so done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so nice. I loved that they had, like, these professional dancers there, like, doing lifts and everything else, like, all kind of scattered throughout at the very end of the number. But they never detracted from Emma and Killian. It was just kind of nice additions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's just fill up the room.
Yeah.
And it's a shame they couldn't get, like, more of, like, the guest stars in the episode, but it still works really well.
I'd rather gouge my eyes out with a rusty fork.
There you go!
Got it in there.
Nailed it.
And on that note, there's no point in... Oh, well, go ahead.
No, I just want to talk about how Michael Coleman at the convention mentioned how each dwarf has their own color, and that Happy was orange, and then so they all had their own, like their bow ties and their vests were their color, and I never picked up on that before until he said something, and I just thought
now that makes me want to like go back and watch and like see their all
like
their colors.
Leroy's purple, I think, maybe, or green, I don't know.
I think it's green. I think Dopey's purple.
Yeah, Dope is purple.
Yeah, but they all have their own colors, and they keep their...
Sorry. Have they got the colours off the Disney film?
I don't think so. Because I don't think Happy was orange.
And Grumpy wears red in the movie.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Dopey's purple.
Yeah.
He like has a purple hat.
That's the only reason we know he's Dopey.
Because like I think I have a still from Snow White.
Well, that's also the only reason that we know he's Dopey is because he has a purple hat.
Yeah, he has a purple hat and doesn't talk.
Yep.
Doesn't do anything.
That's why.
Except now he's apparently going to get his master's, which, okay.
Hey,
funny.
Just shows you.
Equal opportunity for all dwarves.
Yeah.
Anything, kids.
You can do anything, even though you technically don't exist and have no social security number. You too can get a master's degree, even though you need to actually exist on paper.
Not in Storybrooke, it's okay.
He's not in Storybrooke though. He's in like the real world getting a master's degree.
You can get maybe ML hooked him up with some fake stuff, some fake paperwork.
Well, still, he'd have to have a degree
Well,
from
it
an
wasn't because,
undergrad
Emma didn't even
program.
know anything about it. Emma was
Emma
like,
didn't know, but Regina
like-
could have done it.
Someone could have done something.
Someone could have
someone
done
was someone.
It's
not
once
someone.
upon a time. Don't ask questions.
Exactly.
Tag on.
Okay. Not that I even have to ask this question, but how would we all rate this episode?
Yes.
It's
Is this a
alright.
universal 10 out of 10 from everyone?
10.
1,000 out of 10.
I give it a 0.
Yeah. That's because there was no angst.
I'm just kidding. I
There
love
was
it.
that one
10 out of
angsty
10.
scene.
On Jolly Roger, yeah, I wasn't expecting
That was not angst, people. It was not angst.
Angst.
Rachel,
That was
It was
just.
tiny little. Like,
Rachel, back
I was
me
like,
up,
I wasn't
Rachel.
expecting it.
It was it was more annoying than anything that Emma was doing this. Like it pissed me off more than it upset me.
Thank you, Ray.
Because I was like, really? Really? We just had this conversation of how we're not going to lie to each other anymore. We're not going to do things separately anymore. And she's like, okay, I love you. Bye. Like, no. Stop it. Stupid. I mean, his face made my heart hurt a little bit, but that was it.
That's me. That's like, I wasn't expecting. Like, it's meant to be a musical.
Yeah, if
Musicals
I
are
had been
happy.
prepared for it,
Colin has that ability though. Like his eyes, he just looks so sad.
Oh, his eyes.
he's like
He's
his puppy
literally a
face.
sad puppy pirate king.
There is one scene that I wish they would have put in. I know they didn't have time, but just to see how they got their wedding attire.
Yeah.
Like how Emma got her
I wish-
dress and how
Yeah.
Killian got his outfit.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let's
Also,
Hey, we gotta move on to Rex.
I mean,
I have a rec.
Cool, go for it.
It's called Castle on the Hill by Secret CS Fix on AO3, and I'll just read the summary. English literature PhD student Emma Swan just needs money to pay for her last semester of grad school tuition. Killian Jones has always dreamed of opening a bookshop, but has never been able to afford it. So when the small principality of Misthaven is looking for their lost princess, the pair decide that this might just be the perfect money-making scheme. And it's the modern Anastasia AU that, like, I've been dreaming of.
Oh my
And
god.
it's so good.
I
It's
need this.
amazing.
Yeah, I need to read
is
this.
it finished?
It is not. It's...
Is it abandoned?
I don't think so. The last time it was updated was in April, but
That's not
That's fine.
abandoned at all.
That's fine.
No.
Never abandoned. Yeah.
No.
That's good.
but yeah, it's 5 chapters in, and it is 26,000 words. So it's a good chunk of reading. We got time to catch up before they post a new chapter. And it's so good, guys. It's so good.
So, well, my rec is a fan art by Serena Marchette on Twitter. It's of a wedding cake, and it's a pencil drawing. It's very beautiful, and it's got the lyrics, a happy beginning. It's very cute, and I do love it.
Aw. There's been some great fan art coming out
Mhm.
after
Yeah.
this episode.
I have a fan video called A Happy Beginning, Hook and Emma 620 by Miss Catherine Pierce. It's 7 minutes and 31 seconds.
Oh
It's
my
awesome.
god, it's so good.
Is it happy or is it angsty?
It's like a mini story of them
Okay.
Yeah.
getting to their wedding.
I can't take any angst. It has to be happy.
I mean, their
Aw,
life.
come on, Sarah.
Not right now. I need a break from the angst because there's too much happening.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think I sent it to you. I think it was one of the videos I sent you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
They were good.
You're like, I'm crying.
Yeah. It was good crying though.
Yeah.
Happy cries.
Yeah.
What is happy cries?
Does that exist?
Actually, it does.
Not
I have it on
anymore.
video. We have it on tape.
Yeah, the musical episode. That was the last time it'll ever happen. Anyone else have a rec?
I've got a video as well. Love is Alive, Emma Hook 620 by Chris Lover 345. And again, it's similar. It's just like a clips of their life from the beginning to them getting married. And it's really cute and sweet and lovely and very kiss-oriented for everyone who likes the CS kisses. So, yeah, I would definitely give that a watch to have a bit of a nostalgia trip.
Oh.
It was really good.
So that about wraps it up for this week. We will be back next week to talk about the finale, as well as some of the cons that we've been at in the past few weeks. And also, by next week, I will have seen Jen in her play, The End of Longing.
Oh my god!
So we'll talk about that. Hopefully, I will have met her by the time we talk. Fingers
Again?
Oh my god,
crossed.
what if she remembers you?
I'll
Wear
die.
the same outfit. Wear the same outfit.
Wear the Comic-Con dress to New York City. Yes, okay. Brilliant idea.
Why
Just be
not?
like, this is my only dress.
I spent it all for you.
But, like, literally everyone and their mom is meeting her after the show, it seems, so...
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Fingers
so
crossed!
jealous.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, for stage door.
Yeah. So that'll be next week, and as always, you can find us on all of our social media, OUACS Podcast, on everything, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, which we need to update and sort of revamp, and the website still needs to be revamped. Sorry.
We're getting there.
Sorry. You can like and subscribe to us on YouTube, Audio Boom, iTunes, and Pocket Casts, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.